let the sound back in. What a random concept. Release the energy, let the sound back in. Congratulations on wanting to take the shortcut to easier brass playing. G'day, I'm Greg Spence from mysterytomastery.com. This week's Sunday Sessions is going to be an absolute ripper. Now, I've got a picture here that's called Pack Your Parachute. And you see the guy, the parachute's let go and he's falling. What does pack your parachute? It means prepare properly. If at first you don't succeed, don't try skydiving, is my tip for the week. Okay, so what it's all about is making sure that when we're going into a practice routine, we've got everything lined up so we understand the psychology of what's required, we understand how the mechanics work, and we understand exactly what to do. What are the biggest problems with playing? Generally, because of the psychology of buzzing the lips, we tighten the lips up, I call it the airlock, and we go into a massive process of overblowing. We blow too hard, the lips are too tight, so then we close off in the throat and we go into the Valsalva maneuver, which is a closing of the throat because we're overexerting, and that can create a sort of, I call it throaticulation. There are all these errors that can happen because of our psychology or understanding of the mechanics. So I've developed what I call the body's concert hall. What is the essence of this? And that's what this week's Sunday Sessions is all about, is the fact that there's a feeling attached. We bend our finger around, we take a breath, and we open up. Now, try that now. If that may be a foreign feeling for you at the back of the throat. Now, that's what I feel like all the way through. Here. Right, so that feeling, when you understand all the systems that I work on, you can maintain throughout all of your playing. It doesn't matter what sort of playing you're doing, what comes to mind here. Here. Okay, so working on the concert hall is super important so we don't overblow, so we don't pinch down. The whole essence of the body's concert hall is, and this is where I might lose 50% of you watching, the psychology is, we've got air in a balloon. We open up, the air moves. There's the energy. Our breath is no different. I'm going through all of this on Sunday, so you can come along for absolutely no cost. You can sign up today and come and check out this masterclass. It's going to be absolutely huge. And there's 2 sessions. When we've pulled back the bow and arrow here, I don't need to throw the arrow. So I've got a concept there called don't throw the arrow. We don't need to. Throwing the arrow is akin to blowing after a breath, where all I need to do is release the breath, lateral expansion, air into the lungs, relax. That's called passive. I do all my development teaching at the start using passive natural energy. So if you consider that and go, rightio, when I'm taking a breath, that's kind of the same as here's your lungs. Now, we put that energy into the instrument. Now, there's obviously already energy in, there's already air in the instrument here. So consider this. I open my fingers, the energy moves. I open my lips. If I was to do a poo attack, P-U, there's no blow, it's a release, and there's energy moving. So there's no blow. I think, what, you have to blow the trumpet. Well, you don't have to blow the trumpet after all. So if you want to learn about an easy way of playing, you're going to understand the concept of energy out. The instrument provides the sound, and I want to let the sound back in to a concert hall. That's why I call it the body's concert hall. Energy out, the vibration happens in the instrument and it hits the bell and reflects backwards. Let the sound back in. What a random concept. Release the energy, let the sound back in. Your instrument is here. If you want to improve the sound that you're making on your instrument and you want to do it more easily, get all over the range of the horn, sound better, and last longer on gigs, you don't get tired. That was one of the big things I was told. Greg, how do you keep playing after 3 gigs, 4 gigs in a day? I had 5 gigs one day and was still playing at 1 o'clock in the morning, a Latin band. How keep playing? It's efficiency. Everyone's using the athletic approach because the psychology is buzz the lips, blow to play. If you were here, I'd put your fingers on my abdominal wall and I'll go. And you won't feel anything kick because the psychology of how range works is not quite right. So if you've hit a limit with your playing and you're sick and tired of just not getting the results that you want, all I can do is say, I'm going to talk about it all on Sunday. And if you can't watch it live, you can watch the replay of it through our support network. It's really, really cool. I've just finished doing a Teaching Tuesdays live where our members get to come along and do a lesson and we sit there and pull apart exactly what's going on. And the amazing things that you can pick when people go to play that don't need to be happening is what we do. We get rid of the errors. We don't need errors. And you might be making some errors in your playing that you don't even recognize because you've been doing them for so long. But at the end of the day, everyone can get what they want out of the instrument. Everyone can do this, right? So it's a matter of finding which errors that you're making and then replacing them with good habits. So what we do is the error trilogy. We detect the errors, we reject the errors, and we correct the errors. So if this sounds like something that you would be interested in doing, just go down the bottom and fill out your details. Yes, we've got to set you up a profile, like an identity, to get you in and verify that you're not a bot or anything like that, or going to come in and spam or anything like that. If you're interested in playing easier and getting a better sound and playing for longer, come and check it out. It's not, you can't buy it. You can't pay for it. It's literally an opportunity to discover what I've been teaching for over 25 years, having huge results from beginner players to intermediate players to touring professionals, and some of the biggest names in the game have got real benefits from the way I teach, because I simply break it down, make it understandable, and you'll start and realize why some of the methodologies and psychologies that have been used for 100 years are kind of a little bit not quite right. They're sort of close, but there are some ideas about playing that I see every day, the same mistakes being made that limits people's playing that don't need to be there. So if that sounds like you, I don't have any reason, I can't think of any sort of reason why you wouldn't come along and check it out. There is nothing to lose. There's no obligation. Oh, I'm joining a course. You're not joining a course. You don't have to join a course. We might not be a good fit. I've got simple steps, a strategy of do this, make sure you're doing it right. No illusion of competence. We've got this step, we've got this step, we've got this step, we've got this step. We do them right. This cannot not work. This must work. So some of my teaching, you might go, that can't work. And the brain's going, no, that's not the way. That's not how it works. But what you're doing is maybe not working for you. So there might be, after I explain it to you and go, oh, there's a difference in the mechanics that you hadn't considered before, you understand it and the brain goes, well, this must work. I understand it. I can't do it yet, but I get it. It makes sense to me. Engineers generally love what I'm teaching because they go, I've had that a lot. So I'm going to break the system down in a different way. Then eventually you get the feeling that you want, you get the result, and you go, just do that. That's what it feels like. That's what I want. Repeat. And eventually you can send the brain on holidays, send it off to the beach. No RAN. You don't have to think about playing. Playing becomes easier. Get more gigs. Have more fun. That's awesome. So I'll shut up. If you would like to learn some tricks about playing easier to get better results, come and check us out for 7 days. It won't cost you anything. If at the end of 7 days you go, this guy knows what he's talking about and I'm getting real benefits here, great. Come and join the course. It's inexpensive, super value packed with weekly masterclasses. And this week's masterclass is on the body's concert hall. Release energy, let the sound back in to a beautiful, big, resonant body's concert hall. The best way to play. I hope to see you at the Sunday Sessions masterclass. Be great to meet you. Get you playing the way that you'd love to. Hey guys, if you're wanting my help to develop an efficient 3 to 4 octave range with consistency, confidence, a killer sound, and a virtuoso technique, I've put everything I've learned over the last 35 years into one easy to follow program that you can benefit from right now. From your very first lesson, you'll begin to understand why you're having playing problems and why you're hitting ceilings. Our step-by-step comprehensive technical development program is for all brass players of all levels and all styles, and I run live weekly masterclasses and live lessons via Zoom to make sure you're on the right track. Now, of course, for an amazing product like this, there is a cost involved, but I'm going to pay in full the cost of your first week. Why? Because I want to put this in front of as many people as possible. This will literally change everything that you thought you knew about how to play. I can't wait to see you in the course for your fully paid week.